Chapter 34. I leave the ship to handle my errands, fully aware my time is running short. As it's still afternoon on a weekday, all the businesses are open, so I step into the first general store I see and purchase an envelope. Seeing I still have some pesetas remaining, I inquire about clothing. Some minutes later, I walk out of the store with an extra set of clothing, after having haggled with the store owner to take the remainder of my pesetas in exchange. I begin the walk to the Morrill house, one more time before setting sail. I pull out my water bottle and take a swig, still recovering from the consequences of last night, though I feel much better than I did upon waking earlier in my hammock. In the heat of the day, I've drunk most of my water by the time I arrive at their house. On the way, I've resolved to drop off the envelope without making contact, worried as I am that I'll change my mind if I see Colette again. As carefully and quickly as I can, I climb their steps, place the envelope in their mailbox, and turn to leave. At that moment I hear the door open and turn back to see Mrs. Morrill standing there.
Corban.
She throws her arms around me.
Henri has just told us you weren't in school today. Are you feeling unwell?
I hesitate, considering telling her everything. I gesture to the mailbox.
I'm fine. I just came to drop off a letter.
She turns and opens the mailbox to retrieve the letter, examining it closely. Her eyes widen slightly as she sees the addressee, but she doesn't mention it.
Are you sure everything is well?
I purse my lips.
Yes, I've decided to join the crew of a ship, the Hispaniola. We sail at sunset. I'm not sure when I'll be back, so...
I trail off, gesturing to the letter. She nods solemnly.
I don't suppose there's anything I can say to convince you to stay with us. At least for a while.
I bite my lip, hard. So much of me wants to accept the invitation, but all I can do is stand, staring at her speechlessly. After some moments longer, she nods again.
I understand. Really, I do. You've got to make your own way in life. Far be it from me to suggest what that should be. However concerned I might be for your well-being, just promise me you'll take care of yourself as well as you can.
I will.
Before I know it, she's hugging me to her once more.
How could I have thought I could just leave a letter and not say goodbye to anyone?
Moments later, I let go of her and turn to leave.
Wait a moment, Corban. I have one more thing for you.
She disappears inside, returning moments later with a large purse made of red silk and lined with gilded copper. She notices my examination, my admiration.
This purse has been in our family for generations. Well, actually, that's not completely true. This purse is a recent recreation of a purse that had been in the Morrill family for countless generations. The original would have been scraps and rags by now. Leon says that his father commissioned this purse to remind us to carry on the family legacy, one of benevolence towards all others, even complete strangers.
It's beautiful.
I'm still ignorant of her reasons for showing it to me until she opens the clasps on top and plunges her hand into the depths of the purse. As she feels around for whatever she seeks, I hear the unmistakable clink of coins from within. She pulls out a small drawstring pouch, opens it, and pours a handful of coins into it. Pulling the pouch closed by the strings, she closes the purse and extends her hand.
Mrs. Morrill, I can't.
You can, and you will, Corban. Such is the legacy of the purse. Leon's ancestor was driven to the brink of ruin, even suicide, when help, wholly unlooked for, came to his family by means of the original purse.
She pauses, tears touching her eyes.
We spoke once of being good hosts, for we do not know those whom we host, or for how long. Well, in this instance, we have the pleasure of knowing whom we have hosted. You are a special young man, and you are meant to do great things. This is a small enough way we can show that we believe in you and support you.
Even now I have trouble extending my hand and accepting her magnanimous gift. But I look into Mrs. Morell's eyes and see the love she has for me, the yearning for me to succeed. Slowly, I reach out and take hold of the pouch.
Mrs. Morrell, I can't tell you how much this means to me. My family. I know they loved me, but it didn't feel like they supported me. Mother and father thought they knew what I was called to. But I know they loved me the best they could.
They do, Corban. Trust in that. And we love you as well. And know this, you're welcome in our home. From the moment we first shared a meal together, you were part of our family. Whatever happens in the future, wherever you go, remember that you have a home here, if such is your wish.
A lump has appeared in my throat, difficult to swallow, as I feel tears pricking my own eyes.
Thank you.
I'm barely able to whisper as I continue to choke on my tears. I lean closer and kiss her on each cheek.
Farewell, madam. Give my love to everyone, and...
I trail off, lost for words.
I'll give your letter directly to Colette, and your love. Adieu, Corban.
She waves before stepping back through the still-open front door. As she closes it, I turn and walk down the street, not looking back. For a moment I feel tempted once more, to give it all up, to run back to their home, throw open the door, and announce I've decided to stay. But the moment passes. My resolve hardens once more. I'm determined to see this through, however uncertain my future may be. I focus on putting one foot in front of the other, all the way back to the Hispaniola. Later, as I sit in my hammock below decks on the ship, I finally finish taking inventory of my belongings, everything left to me in the world. I start with the drawstring bag Mrs. Morrell has gifted me. Turning it over and carefully spilling out the coins into my lap, I quickly count them, amounting to just over 300 pesetas, more than I've ever seen at one time. I know it wouldn't have been much if I was fully supporting myself, but on a ship where my food and shelter are provided, it's a good amount. I won't spend it needlessly. Most of the remaining items are school-related. Notebooks, pencils, pens. I even have a sewing needle and some thread left over from summers before. I'm replacing all of my belongings, including the extra set of clothing I bought earlier, when First Mate Biggs joins me.
Ah, Corban, I saw you depart earlier this afternoon and hoped you would make it back before we set sail. I wasn't able to ascertain that fact until now. We're preparing to shove off.
I nod without comment. A few moments of awkward silence follows until he clears his throat.
In my experience, even in a situation such as your own, many prefer to watch the view as we depart.
He turns and leaves. As he reaches the stairway, I jump up, stow my bag in its sling above my hammock, and quickly follow behind him. At the main level, I make my way to the back of the ship, which I learned today is called the stern. Once I climb the stairs to reach it, the very spot where Captain Hansen had interviewed me in the morning, I realize it's raised higher than the rest of the ship, because that's where the pilot's wheel is. Not wanting to get in the way of the pilot as he prepares to navigate out of the harbor, I proceed to the railing on the sternmost part of the ship, deciding that would be the best vantage point to watch as we leave Barcino.
Weigh anchor.
Cast off!
Someone at the front of the ship, the bow, calls out,
Bow clear.
Raise the mainsail.
In response, the sails are loosed, and almost immediately catch the wind that blows to the southeast. Though other commands and responses are called, I stop paying attention to them and focus on the ship as it moves. I look out upon Barcino, the city where I have spent my whole life. The sun is setting behind the hills up against which Barcino is nestled. As it sinks below the horizon, it seems as though the whole city is set ablaze in the dying light. As the ship sails on with the wind, and I watch the city continue to shrink in the night, The sky turns from orange to pink to purple, and I can't help wondering.
What now?
The first thing that pops into my head is one of the last things Father said to me yesterday. Just yesterday. Those are good questions. And good questions are always a good start. If you come up with some good answers, let me know. Father was always encouraging me to think through things, and even when I had, he wanted me to continue having an open mind to new ideas. Though I don't have a physical reminder of his words the way I do of Mother's, I decide I will keep asking questions. I'll continue thinking through life and considering different perspectives. Even though he didn't always seem to do so himself, I'll follow his advice. As I turn to walk down to the mess hall for supper, I promise myself I won't forget Father's words, or Mother's. At the very least, I owe that to them, to their memory. End of part 1.